The U.S. military will have 2 aircraft carriers operating in the Middle East. Statement from the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd J. Austin III, noted, "I've directed the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group, CSG, to begin moving to the Eastern Mediterranean as part of our effort to deter hostile actions against Israel or any efforts towards widening the war following Hamas's attack on Israel. The strike group includes the guided missile cruiser USS Philippine Sea, CG-58, guided missile destroyers USS Gravely, DDG-107, and USS Mason, DDG-87, and Carrier Air Wing 3, with 9 aircraft squadrons and embarked headquarters staffs. The Eisenhower CSG will join USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group, which arrived earlier this week. The Ford CSG includes USS Normandy, USS Thomas Hudner, USS Ramage, USS Carney, and USS Roosevelt. Earlier in the week, the U.S. Air Force announced deployment to the region of squadrons of F-15, F-16, and A-10 fighter aircraft. The increase to U.S. force posture signaled the United States' ironclad commitment to Israel's security and our resolve to deter any state or non-state actor seeking to escalate this war. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Iran should fear USS Dwight D. Eisenhower supercarrier. Let's get into the details. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Lloyd, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, CVN-69, is the second Nimitz-class aircraft carrier in the United States Navy. It was built in Newport News Shipbuilding Company. USS Dwight D. Eisenhower is one of the largest warships constructed. It has a displacement of 100,000 tons and an overall length of 332.8 meters, or 1,092 feet. To give viewers a perspective, it's about 3 football fields long. Powered by 2 A4W nuclear reactors, it can move at a maximum speed of over 30 knots, or 56 kilometers per hour, and practically it has unlimited range. The supercarrier is equipped with RIM-7 Sea Sparrow, RIM-116 rolling airframe missile, and Phalanx CIWS. RIM-7 Sea Sparrow is a U.S. shipborne, short-range, anti-aircraft, and anti-missile weapon system and has a range of 12 miles, or about 20 kilometers. The RIM-116 rolling airframe missile, also known as RAM, is a small, lightweight, infrared homing surface-to-air missile used primarily as point defense weapon against anti-ship cruise missiles. It has a range of 10 kilometers, or 6.2 miles. The Phalanx weapon system is a rapid-fire, computer-controlled, radar-guided gun that can defeat anti-ship missiles and other close-in threats on land and at sea. It's a last-ditch defensive weapon and is designed to defeat anti-ship missiles and close-in threats that have pierced other lines of defense. It has a range of 2.2 miles, or 3.5 kilometers, and has a rate of fire of 4,500 rounds per minute. USS Dwight D. Eisenhower has a flight group of more than 70 aircraft. The Nimitz-class supercarrier's main offensive force consists of the FA-18 Hornet and FA-18 Super Hornet. They'll be the trump card when it comes to establishing air superiority. These are twin-engine, supersonic, all-weather, carrier-capable, fourth-generation, multi-role fighter aircraft and can carry ground attack weapons as well as air-to-air missiles. The versatility of the aircraft can be gauged from the fact that on the first day of Operation Desert Storm, 2 FA-18 Hornets, each carrying 4 2,000-pound bombs, shot down 2 Iraqi MiGs, and then proceeded to deliver their bombs on target. USS Dwight D. Eisenhower is also capable of carrying F-35s, the only active stealth fighter capable of operating from a carrier. Apart from these fighter jets, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower has EA-18G Growler and E-2C Hawkeye. The EA-18G Growler is an airborne electronic attack (AEA) aircraft. It's capable of electronic attack (EA) and suppression of enemy air defense (SEAD), particularly at the start and ongoing early stages of hostilities. Northrop Grumman's E-2C Hawkeye is a carrier-capable AWACS aircraft. It's designed to give long-range warning of incoming aerial threats and has a secondary role of command and control. Iran, along with its proxy, Hezbollah, is threatening to attack Israeli forces if they enter Gaza. In this situation, the decision to send USS Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group (CSG) is an important move by the U.S. The aerial fleet of the supercarrier can create havoc and is actually more capable than Iran's whole air force. Iran's only chance against an American supercarrier is asymmetric warfare. This can include attack using speedboats and Deter missile. While the threat that small boats pose to major warships has been apparent for some time, the Pentagon's Millennium Challenge 2002 exercise brought the issue to mainstream attention. In that controversial exercise, small fast boats carrying suicide payloads inflicted heavy damage on U.S. naval forces. However, the U.S. Navy has updated its strategy to counter these kind of attacks. The Deter supersonic missile, developed by Iran, has a range of about 185 miles, or 300 kilometers. It's self-guided and can maneuver to lock onto a moving target. The missile is cheap, easy to launch, and can be deployed in swarms. But given that a supercarrier has several destroyers and cruisers in the formation, a missile like Deter is unlikely to reach the supercarrier. Even if some go through, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower itself has enough defensive options to take them out. Overall, it can be said that the odds are very heavily stacked against Iran, especially since 2 supercarriers will be operating in the region now.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.